Today on the Carolina's Photography Podcast, we break down some contracts. But first, let me introduce myself. I'm Yeager Tedder from Carolina's Photography and Photo17.com, which is the online home of Carolina's Photography LLC. And I got to touch on something from last episode. The LLCs and paying for those, you can actually get some really good deals on those after doing some homework that I thought I had covered in the last episode. But some of them start at $49. Now, there's going to be a few catches there. But if you really want something super basic, go ahead and get started with those. One of the websites I'm looking at right now is actually called inkfile.com. So check them out. And of course, LegalZoom is going to be at the top of my list. They're really reputable. Go ahead and I'll just tell you, they seem honest. They've been around for many years. I did not deal with them. I also went to a different website, but check out the last podcast. I'll tell you all about that. Today, it's all about contracts. And the whole thing about contracts, it's really short and sweet. Do it to protect yourself and do it to protect the party that you're dealing with, whether it be a person or a business. Put everything in writing. And one trick that I like to do with contracts is not really even use the word contracts, call them agreements. That's a whole lot more friendlier sounding, but same deal. I might use the term agreement on the paper, and might even have the term contract on the paper sometimes. It just kind of depends. But I like the word agreement just a little bit better. I'll put in there things about copyright, which I'll talk about in the next podcast. And the details on that. Do you want people to be able to make copies and things like that? You're going to have to sort all that stuff out. What I recommend doing is actually downloading several templates and then just copy, paste, rewrite. Some of them you can get in the text edit version, rewrite them, then add some other things in there. Of course, you do things like time, place, date, location, all those gimmies. Get it signed by two people. And another great question, does it have to be notarized? The answer, after speaking to a lawyer, because I sure as heck am not one. I'm just a photo picture snapper person who can barely speak. No, you really only need a notary if the papers are going to be filed. You can get away legally by just having a person sign them and then having a witness sign them. That is one of the things about the contracts. Now, I'm talking, or agreements, breaking my own rule. But I'm only talking from the standpoint of what I have done, and also the fact that these agreements have not been really more than $2,000, okay? Which is still a pretty freaking penny, if you ask me. And I'm telling you, so ask me. Yeah, it's a pretty penny. But I haven't done anything much larger than that. And a lot of this stuff, if the wheels fell off, could probably fall into the line of small claims court, especially like the $500 packages we've done from time to time. So notary might not be super necessary unless the paperwork's getting filed. That's me speaking behind my lawyer friend that I discussed this with, but they're probably billing me right now for that advice. I should probably check my mail. But anyways, that's the deal on agreements. Make them for yourself, maybe just a little bit more than the party, but really be fair. And it's supposed to be a freaking debate negotiation. So make sure both things are covered. Whatever's important to you, put it down in paper on writing. You can also get the carbon paper where you can fill everything out once, and you can do it online. There are some really good online services, a ton of them. All of them got their strengths and weaknesses. Some of them are pay as you go. I kind of use a bunch of different ones, and I also still use the carbon fiber method. I like the whole having it written out and people sign it, and I'll even put on an envelope or self-addressed envelope for them to mail it back to me sometimes if I know them. If they're far away and online I don't really know them, and I don't want to give out like my personal address after working out of the home, if I don't have a P.O. box set up at that particular point in time, then I might go for online options. So there you go as far as agreements. And on the next episode, we'll get into the copyrights, some metadata talk, and watermarks, and why you might want to downsize photos for the web on the next Carolina's Photography podcast. And remember, check out Photo17.com, the online home of Carolina's Photography, where I've got brand new photo galleries up for you to check out there. See the stories of clients gone by. That sounded way better before I said it. I thought I was going somewhere with it. Clients of previous years, it's not a ghost of Christmas past or anything. Those people are still alive. And also, I'm still shooting a lot of their photos and updating their galleries. So everyone have a good week. I will talk with you in exactly 6-ish days whenever the podcast uploads. This is Yeager from Photo17.com.